If you could choose how you will die, how will you die? I choose my grandpa's death, slipping away quietly in my sleep after meeting my goals of making it to my 95th birthday bash and meeting my 2 newest great-grandchildren, with a last meal of homemade beef stew and a nightcap of really good scotch. Skydiving. If I ever get a terminal illness, that's how I want to go out. Just staring into the sky until the end. The thing is, I want to fake my death a week before. That way, I can time my landing to be at my funeral. It might take some practice, but might be able to land right in the grave as everyone is standing around. Edit. I just got a helpful award. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds like somebody wants to do this. I strongly suggest reconsidering, or live streaming. Being given an orgasm so powerful my soul leaves my body. In my sleep when I'm 100. Hopefully having lived a good life. In a warm place with a pretty view and someone holding my hand as I go. Edit. Thank you all for the upvotes and awards. This comment has a lot of meaning for me. Someone very important to me made a choice to leave while he was alone in a cold and dark place. I don't wish that on anyone. So I wanted to take this moment during one of my most upvoted Reddit comments to remind everyone that there is nothing wrong with needing help sometimes, and please be kind to yourself. I want to be hunted, you gotta earn my death. Wingsuiting, high on morphine, with no parachute. A glorious glide into death. Edit. Guess this was a popular answer, haha. For all those saying I could do this, that's the plan. Just when I'm old and on my way out anyways. Eaten by time-traveling space lizards, after first having my consciousness uploaded into their ship's computer for future holographic appearances on their homeworld. Both my parents died in 2021. Dad went first. He was transported to a hospice house, a beautiful place in a beautiful forested setting where he was kept comfortable and attended by skilled RNs and a caring doctor until he passed in his sleep. A few months later, my mother went to the same place and died in a room across the hall from where Dad had passed. She too was kept comfortable and drifted away in her sleep. I can only hope that I will have similar circumstances. Both deaths were beautiful in their own way, peaceful and loving. And everyone needs to understand that these hospice houses are covered by Medicare in full if the person is going to die there. There's no charge to spend your final days in these caring places. Riding a shark, with 250 pounds of dynamite strapped to my chest, into the mouth of an active volcano. Dematerializing out of existence. I wish I randomly explode in blood and guts while on live TV. It becomes #1 viral video of all times and no one ever figures out why and how Nipple Thief exploded. I become a legend. One of the world's greatest mysteries, forever unsolved. The exploding nipple thief. Edit. Jesus H. Christ, this exploded. Pun intended. Nude and of nitrogen asphyxiation. Crushed between the thickest of thighs, naturally. Death by snoo snoo. I don't get to choose. Everyone in my family dies of cancer. Every single one. So, do I get to choose my cancer? In my bed, at the age of 80 with a belly full of wine and a woman's mouth around my cock. Quietly in my sleep like my grandpa. Not screaming in terror like the passengers in his car. Nuclear explosion. It's instantaneous and you are vaporized before your nervous system even has time to react. Sounds like a great way to go if you're lucky. I'm going selfish yet selfless. Hear me out. I'm 115 years old, expecting to pass away in 20 minutes. Happy life. Able to say goodbye to everyone. All of a sudden, a grenade rolls into the room. I jump on it. Heroic as shit. Save everyone in the room. In my sleep. I wish euthanasia was an option. Like choose when you're ready. I personally would like to die by having all my atoms simultaneously divide. Just like my granddad. I want to spend my last days in my house, independent as always, have a normal sunny Saturday, and just head on out with a quick heart attack, which he thought was a burp that needed to be let out lol. I miss that old man, he was so creative, hilarious, and intelligent. By being sacrificed to turn into a death goddess in a successful ritual. Countless centuries into the future surrounded by family and friends after I successfully helped humans become a multi-galaxy race. Whilst laying in bed reading a Reddit when I stumble upon a rib-tickling post and my phone falls on my frontal lobe. Fast and painless and not. Of old age. Die saving someone. Switzerland newly legalized death chambers. In my sleep, but I would want my corpse disposed of how the Vikings did with theirs. Being sent down on a boat to Valhalla whilst being set aflame by the arrows of my closest family and friends. I'm old, in a warm bed in a house filled with memories and photos of my children and grandchildren. It's winter time. I wake up slowly. I can smell the pine trees and feel the cold night air. I realize my wife has passed painlessly in her sleep. I hold her close, let out a single tear, then shut my eyes and let go of this world. What this post has shown me is a lot of people are okay with dying, as long it's happy. Heat death of the universe. I want to be the last thing to die. Gloriously in battle. How else am I supposed to get into Valhalla? I run to a burning car. I see two important objectives. A doggy, and a 5-year-old. Do I go for the kid? Yeah, I do, the fur kid. I get the doggy out and pet him in the safe zone. Go back for the kid. Fire is about to fully engulf the car. Fire department isn't doing anything since the mom wants insurance money. I grab the kid and chuck that little shit like Matt Scherzer throws pitches. Car blows up, taking me instantly with it. In bed, with lasagna and it's raining outside. Or, if my husband is dying before me, I'll go out anyway to catch up with that cutie in the afterlife. Hugged by the opposite gender. One of my 90-year-old patients always say his wish is to be shot by a jealous husband while climbing out of his bedroom window. Gunshot. When I'm 12,000 and death is a choice. I have literally seen and done everything and decide it's time to pass on. Freezing to death doesn't actually sound so bad. Like, say you're walking through a forest during winter. You're cold, and you're tired. So very tired. And you decide to just lay down, just for a moment. Close your eyes, and rest. And you just drift off. Something about that seems nice to me. Like you don't have to keep trying, you can just give in and let go. Sounds kinda freeing. And finally being able to go to sleep when you're really tired is one of the best feelings out there. So if that's the last thing I ever feel, I'll be okay with that. Edit. I have been informed, a couple times, by now, that it actually hurts a lot, right up until it doesn't hurt at all, at which point it becomes peaceful and cozy like I was thinking. So, yeah. Drive off the edge of a canyon in a classic Mustang filled to the brim with fireworks and explosives blaring, My Hero by the Foo Fighters. Gunshot to the back of the head without a doubt. In some dumb Final Destination type way, I want my funeral patrons to be like, LMAO when they hear how I died. As the Guinness World Record holder for old age. I want a bomb implant that I can program the date and time to go off inside my skull. 120 old as hell smoking a fat ass blunt waiting for God to take me. At the rip old age of 80. With a belly full of wine. I forget how the rest goes. Killed by death.